A group of anti-mask protesters, I feel like we're being super generous to them by calling them protesters, gathered on the sidewalk outside of Hawthorne Elementary School in Beverly Hills to harass children and teachers and parents who are wearing masks during a pandemic. A pandemic dealing with a contagious virus, where masks can actually protect people's lives. But these anti-maskers think that it's a huge conspiracy. Take a look at what the scene looked like.
I'm positive you hate that mask. And it smells bad.
Let's be honest, no one likes the mask, so I don't know what it means.
You guys think COVID is a scam. It's a lie. They are lying to you.
Like, understand?
COVID is a lie.
You're right. Our rights come from God. Our rights to freedom, they don't come from like.
Ask parents to file a lawsuit against teachers, principal, and school districts because according to our Constitution, only a person who has a medical license can practice medicine. And mask is a medical device.
All right, I gotta jump in on a bunch of things here, okay? Number one, they're lucky they're not black. You're gonna go do a protest in front of rich people's kids in Beverly Hills? Man, you're playing with your life, okay? So, okay, they're right wingers, so that's different rules, but that's okay. Did you see the houses in the background? Okay, that's Beverly Hills. They're not, so they better be careful, especially with the kids. Oh my God, people are gonna get really upset.
I hear what you're saying about the well-to-do neighborhood, and you're right. But these people got to be careful in any neighborhood I'm in involving my nieces or any children that I know.
No, 100%. I hear you on that too. So, by the way, the second point is the signs. Have you ever had kids?
But
you think kids that age going to school are going to stop by and read all of that on your sign? Okay, the yellow sign's fine, but her sign, the other dude's sign, it's like paragraph after paragraph. You never met a kid, did you? Not gonna stop by and read all that. Okay, and by the way, the kids, of course, crumpled up the stuff that they were giving them and threw them away. But my favorite was at the end. If you didn't catch it, she's saying that our Constitution says that you have to be a medical professional to wear a medical device, and a mask is a medical device, so it's unconstitutional.
Oh, that's what our Constitution says? I didn't know, I'm learning something new.
None of that is remotely true, totally made up, okay? So like, there's nothing about medical devices or medical professionals in the United States Constitution. Nothing at all, right?
Yeah.
And then if that was true, we're all wearing masks. You are not medical professional, sorry, unconstitutional.
She also, I mean, she just threw anything she could out there, right? Like my favorite part was actually the beginning of that video where she's like, and then it smells bad. It smells bad. Brush your teeth, like mouthwash. Like deal with it. Deal with it. But don't look here. I do have a serious point to make. If you don't want to wear masks, fine. Just stay away from people. But more importantly, and this is in multiple contexts, not just in regard to COVID, just leave people alone. Like, I don't get people who go out of their way to be annoying. Like, don't talk to me. Don't come up to me, don't talk to me, and certainly do not approach my children or my, I don't have children, but if I did, or my nieces. Like, if I were there dropping off my nieces, I do not advocate for or condone any type of violence. I'll leave it there.
No,
but I don't stay away from my kids. Like I don't. They're definitely like. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna drop it because I don't want to say something I'm gonna regret later. But my point is like leave people alone. If you want to be a lunatic, if you want to put your own life at risk and your own family members' lives at risk, okay, great. But just leave people alone and don't talk to them. Don't approach them. This same group, by the way, went to a clinic and started harassing nurses and healthcare providers right outside their clinic, right outside, yelling at them as they're on the front lines, by the way, dealing with this pandemic, trying to get people healthy and safe. You have these lunatics yelling at them and harassing them. They should be, honestly, they should face charges for it.
So I don't know what the technical violation would be, but so look, do I agree with these guys? Don't be ridiculous. Of course not. It's totally nuts. And look, I think that Anna's point is basically, look, let me phrase it this way. Me, I'm vaccinated now, and I've read the science on it. Everybody has their own opinions. You go read it for yourself. I'm not a medical doctor, okay? But my sense is after you're vaccinated, and for kids, things are now relatively safe. Now, not now as if, but a lot of people are not vaccinated, etc. Right? I'm saying if you're already vaccinated. But not everybody agrees with me. You go to the wrong neighborhood, rich or otherwise, and you start breathing on people's kids, and they think the kids are not safe, you're gonna have trouble. And so everybody's gotta be careful here. Now me, I don't, they're such goofballs. I'd troll the living hell out of them. If they were in our neighborhood, right, and they were yelling at our kids, I'd just start making fun of them so bad that I might break them. Like, so I don't have to go to anything physical at all. I trolled them so hard, they wouldn't recover for a decade. But the serious part of the story isn't these goofballs. It's that about 30% of the country agrees with them. 30% of the country agrees with them. A giant percentage of Republicans
agree with them. What do they do for work? What do they do for work? How do they have time to go harass children? I don't get it. Go do something productive. Leave people alone.
Yeah, get a job. Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.